Hey everyone, welcome to this video. The amazing Jenny Ashwell is a graduate of both of our programs at 10K and 30 Day and our year-long Bikini Biz Mastermind program. Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And we were just having this conversation, and check-in, and I was like, man, would you like to do a testimonial? Because really your results are outstanding. So I'll just pass the baton over to you. Tell us who you are, what you do, and where your business was before and where you are now. Let's get started.
Yeah, sure. So I'm Jenny Hogg Ashwell, and I have Love's Curriculum is my business, www.lovescurriculum.com. And it came out of the book that I scribed for the High Council called Love's Curriculum, Messages of Enlightenment. And that was the High Council is a spiritual group that's gathered to help us. And so I woke up to this assignment, this remembering that I was to bring through this book. And then I found you because suddenly I had this book, this message. I wanted to work with people as a spiritual mentor as well and really help people live their purposes, find out what their soul assignments are. And that's when I found your 10K in 30 days. And yeah, so fast forward, the question was what was it and where is it now? Yes, right. Well, at the very beginning, I didn't even know how to use Facebook properly. I hadn't done a video. I hadn't been out there visible really in any way. And so I was struggling, like, how do I actually get this message out there? How do I get clients? How do people find out about me? And then, so through the 10K and 30 day, that was, developed a program too. Like, how do I actually mentor people? I got clients right away for that. And then doing the year-long was, having this webinar. Do you call it a fire-breathing dragon still? The fire-breathing dragon.
It's a dragon. Yeah. It's a freaking scary beast of a thing, but
yeah, it's just been fantastic. Like, it's growing my social media. It's getting me clients. It's
and sheer just, it's amazing. Yeah. We were just talking before, and you said, hey, I was like, so like, tell me what's happened here. Like, let's celebrate everything that's happened in the last year and a little bit, right? Because you did the first program, you had a couple of months break, and then you joined year long. And you said something really interesting. You said, I just turned on my ads for like a day and a half. Yeah. Got 5 sales calls booked, and one girl's really interested. And what I really like is that you're using your coaching and your mentoring. So we had this conversation before about, how this mentoring is really like your bread and butter income.
Yes.
But it's also allowed you to do some other things that are really big, in your heart as service delivery. So talk to us a little bit about that, because that's really interesting.
Right. Yeah. So the ability to turn on the webinar ad, get people in from calls, get mentoring clients, feels like it's so just this solid foundation, and it's there when I need it. When I need more clients, I can turn it on. And it's also, that's allowing me though to focus on, I guess I have a radio show, so I can focus on reaching people that way. It lets me reach people with free offerings, like the free meditations that I do in my Facebook group. And it's let me develop a monthly program as well. I get to work with a bigger group of people just for little small segments as opposed to full mentoring. So that's one of the other, I feel like it's the bread and butter of my whole platform, I guess, especially as an author. If some of you out there are authors, right? You get a book, but you need a whole platform of who you are as a leader, a thought leader, different things that I like to have different things that I can offer so that there's different price points for people to come. And that feels good to my heart too, that I can work with many different people. And it's also a doorway in to getting to know me and then perhaps becoming a mentoring client as well.
Yeah. And so you've got this local circle of people that, that you meet personally, in like a group, which is really cool. And that's really fun.
Yes.
And you've got your mentoring program, you've got your radio show, you have another smaller program that people can buy. So they come into your funnel, and there's all of these different ways that you can, work with.
Yes.
them.
Yes.
Which is really freaking awesome.
Yes. But the bread and butter is that webinar and the mentoring clients, because that's, I mean, that's
And
more
that's something you can turn on and
substantial.
off.
Right. And each client is a substantial more amount of money so that I can, you know, make that income to keep other things going as I grow them. Yeah.
So do you mind sharing what that, like, how much do you charge for your program?
I've been changing it here and there. So for me, really tuning in to where is my niche. So as a spiritual mentoring, I've really kind of tested over the last year where I fit for that. So right now what did I just put my new prices up? So it's actually $13.50 for 3 months. And they get 7 sessions. Like I lowered it from 9 to 7 because it felt like too much for the clients I was working with. And their price point, just that little bit lower, allowed them to sign on. And then I have a 6-month work with me for 6 months for $22.50, and then a year long for $33.50.
So you have 3 different price points, and you're happy with that. And whenever you want more money, you just turn on your ad and people show up and you have a sales conversation and they buy, or they come to your live workshop, or they
join my circle. I mean, my Facebook group, Lightworkers and Love Advocates.
So this is I really watched you kind of blossom and expand in all these different ways, which is just amazing. And you know, in the beginning, you also talked about earlier talked about doing retreats and things like that. So is that like what's next for you?
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, I'm just working on. I'm so excited. We have one. We just scheduled it for May 30th through June 2nd at a retreat center out near Cranbrook, which you would know, Vanessa, being from Canada, near Cranbrook, BC. So it's a beautiful, very intentional retreat community.
Mountains.
And I'm joining with 2 friends who teach Louise Hay's Heal Your Life work. And yeah, we're going to be doing lots of talks January, February, March to promote it. And so that's one. And then I'm doing one here locally in Calgary in October with another friend. So really been noticing this energy of collaboration that seems to be out there too. So joining with other people doing workshops. Yeah.
Amazing, right? All of these amazing events and connections and people. And so when you look at your business now, you know, like I'm like, you have a solid, you know, consistent income from this business, right? It's you have all these different programs, different products, different ways people can work with you publicly, locally, online. How does that feel? Like you can turn on an ad and make clients show up every week. Like how do you feel about your business now?
It feels more substantial, I guess. And it's been, I think everyone's journey is a little different. For me, it's been like a slowly, like it feels like it's been a year of like, oh, this and that, right? But and I really do feel now it's really starting to gain momentum and have some like a base, and it's just going to grow from here. So it feels viable, definitely.
And I really
feel knowledgeable, like I have the tools that I need. Yeah.
And my hat's off to you because, you know, we were talking about this before, that it's a lot of work, you know, and Jenny's a rock star. She's shown up and been like, this, you know, that, what about this? What about that? You know.
I'm done. No, I'm not. I'm going to keep going.
Yeah, okay. And you've always showed up very coachable and very like, hey, here's what I'm dealing with. Now what? You know, and so that, I think, really, like, hats off to you for being just, you know, always continually leaning in and being willing and being coachable, and this is all yours now because of it. And that's not something that we can teach people, you know, right. Being coachable, you know, being open, you know, being an action taker in the face of, this is new, this is uncertain, because, you know, learning the paid advertising game is, it's gonna push you to the edge. You're like, oh my God, I'm spending all this money and like it has to come back. And it's really business growing and building the platforms and the systems, and these are assets, right? Like a book is an asset, a Facebook group, an email list, a membership site, like, you know, all of a funnel, a webinar, you know, all of these things are assets and they take time and money to build. But
They do, yes.
They
Yeah.
do, and it's like, oh, you know.
And I learned that too. Okay, you know, it's, and sometimes, well, most of the time you invest before you see the results. So that's, yeah. And
And now all the results are here for you. I just love this. I keep seeing this picture of you like, yeah, I just turn on the ad for a day and a half and I have
I
book appointments, right? Because some people, I remember in our groups, this one woman was like, oh my gosh, like this too many, I'm getting too many appointments. Like,
yeah.
I just realized just turn it off and, you know, just turn it on later, you know. So
Yeah.
you're still working, you know, do you have plans on like hiring people? Are you doing this on your own? Do you have an assistant? Like,
Right now, for me, I'm getting my monthly income up even more, and then I'm going to hire somebody. But you know, it's interesting because even though I'm not there yet, and we've talked about it all year, right? That idea. So now I know what that looks like and where I get to that. But it's really moved in even more in the forefront the last 2 weeks. I'm like, oh yeah, that's going to be happening sooner than I think, and I need to get my processes lists down so I can say, here, this is what you need to do. Yes, because it is.
and there's nothing wrong with being exactly where you are now, right? So this is your business. You can grow it as fast, as slow. You can take the gas pedal. You can say, oh, I'm gonna go on vacation. I'm gonna raise my income. I'm gonna, bring all the income, to me. Without a team, it's wonderful. It's actually the most profitable time in your business.
Right. Yes. But yeah, at least one assistant is coming, and a house cleaner again.
Yeah.
Assistant, right?
One of the first things I did, I was like, Alex, we're not spending our weekend cleaning the house anymore. Best investment ever.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, everyone, the amazing Jenny Hogg Ashwell, thank you again for being amazing and coachable and being an action taker and leaning in and really fulfilling your purpose. If you listen to Jenny, she's like your spiritual rock star. And I think, so many spiritual women have this like calling and it's knocking on your heart and it's like, oh my God, like this is a big thing. For me anyways, it was terrifying, but then you gotta learn all the sales and marketing and it can feel really overwhelming.
And you will hit points where you're like, I don't know, it's too much. But keep going. And having the support, right? That's key. Having
Last
like yours.
What would you say about our team? Because you work with me, you work with Zim, Courtney, you work with Annie, mindset mentors. What would you say about the support and the team?
Oh, it's fantastic. Whatever you need, really. I mean, I felt like it was up to me more. Was I asking questions? Was I utilizing it? And of course, part of the journey too is that I call it the ego, whatever, the sabotage is going to come in and I would pull back. And so but then I had sessions with the mindset mentor to help, right? Okay, time to lean in again. And I felt like, well, yeah, there's so much support. And then not only in all the modules and your insights every week, like right on the court insights or more foundational insights. And then the social media with Nazim, that was awesome. Or like social media advertising expert. Yes, definitely. I've talked to other people who were in other types of programs and they're like, oh my gosh, you get so much. Like they're actually giving you scripts and they're actually helping and they're building it. I'm like, yep. So
that's so crazy. I spent $60,000 on the mastermind and they did not give me a sales script. Actually, they didn't even give you access to the membership site content when you graduated, which is like, right, mind blowing. So thank you. Yes, we do. I built both of the programs to give entrepreneurs things that I wish I had had. I wish I had a whole team of people. And let's be honest, when you're a solopreneur and you're like, answering that call and leaning in and learning all this, how to grow. And, this is like an expense, right? You want your business to, it's supposed to make me money here, like, oh my God.
Yeah.
You can't afford to spend thousands of dollars on this expert and thousands over there on that one and thousands over there on this. But so it's like a all-in-one. Hey, come and get everything you need. There's sales, there's mindset, there's marketing strategy. You need, help with your sales. And I think the consistency, right? It's, we have clients that do amazing things in 8 weeks, and then you have to have those habits of, you know, consistently being visible and delivering value, making offers, and hey, let's build those habits, you know, throughout the time that we have together. And that's, I think, really, really important. So the ability to work with experts continuously and see how they behave, how do they react to, what numbers do I look for? You know, what is good? What is a good ad? What is, you know, how do I address kind of bumps in the road? Is this a normal bump in the road? Mm-hmm. So I love masterminds. I have loved having you part of our both of our masterminds. I'm gonna miss you, and just know that I'm like cheering you on from the sidelines, because I see people's ads in the newsfeed. I'm like, oh, yeah. Oh. Yeah. And if you're tuning in, you know, we hope that you join us as well, you know, and hope that you get similar results, because I think in a group mastermind environment, you know, you're going to get a lot farther, a lot faster, you know, instead of being on your own, like lone wolf. Well, is that good? Is that bad? Oh, I don't know.
I would never be here if I hadn't joined your 10K in 30 days. Well, yeah, I was floundering. So yeah, thank you.
Well, yes, you're welcome. And thank you for showing up and being coachable and, you know, implementing the stuff that we teach. You know, we can give you the best recipe. We can give you an amazing team. But like Jenny said, so I had to show up and ask the questions. Like I had to, you know, and you you participated and you leaned in and took action, and now all the results are yours. So
thank you.
Everyone, the amazing Jenny Ashbaugh. Thanks for tuning in, guys. And we'll post the link here to for you guys to check out the programs. Mwah!